So this might come as a surprise to some, but this is it. This is it. There's not going to be a heaven that you get to. There's not going to be a future destination that you get to. You're not going to become enlightened in the future. You are not going to get this in the future. It's here. It's this. It's got nothing to do with that time-bound story. That energy of a me person, separate from other things, going into the world and getting things. Nothing. It's this. It's this. So then a logical question might be, what is this? Hi, Mark. This is isness. It's this timeless moment. I don't know the word. It's what's happening and not happening. It's this aliveness which is not in movement and in movement simultaneously, in which everything is seemingly moving in and is, but it's also not happening as well. And this isness is free. It's so free and boundless. It's everything and no thing. This amness prior to I am the body, or which I am the body arises in. Suffering happens when this energy, this contracted energy, is claiming things, claiming to be limited things. I am the story of the body. I'm past actions, future actions. I am my money. I am my house. I am who I am in relationship with my kids. I am this body. I am a good person. This energy that claims that. The description of the body and the body arise in this timelessness. The timelessness doesn't appear because of the body, or the aliveness doesn't appear because of the body. The assumption is I am alive, and I am alive because of the body. But the body is arising in isness, is not the source of isness. But this personal energy believes that it is the source of being alive. I am the body and I am alive. I am my name. And this suffering begins. And life is separated. I am something in here and everything else is separate to me. I have choice, I have free will. I'm moving into the future. Absolute bollocks. How could somebody be moving into the future? And I'm moving away from the past. Past and future is a description that's arising in timelessness. In this beingness which is still and moving, which is loud and silent, which is everything and nothing. You can't get this in thoughts. Thoughts appear in this. It's not an intellectual understanding. It's not something that you get to. It is. It's boundless and it's here, and it's not lost at all, but it's dreaming in a character which is lost, a person which is lost. Or it's creating into this a person which feels separated and lost. But this isn't lost. It can't be. It's free. Always, always free. But this character dreams, and it comes with all these energies that feel like they're inside of the body. Can you guarantee those energies are actually inside the body? Aren't they everything? Isn't that bound chest feeling everything? Everywhere? The mind says, no, it's in the body. The outside world is different. And I don't use the words awareness and consciousness. By chance the other day, I heard someone speaking and separating it all out, like there's awareness, then there's I am, then there's consciousness of I am. I just simply call timelessness, this amness, this beingness, in which everything is and appearing in. And it's also not happening at the same time. That's it. Because there's no one that could be aware or conscious of anything. That's just thoughts appearing in this. Ideas and energies. It just is. And what can seemingly happen is that energy which is claiming past and future and to be a body can dissolve. And then there's this beingness in which the character and time is appearing and disappearing freely. Even when that personal energy, that me energy is there, it's all still appearing freely. But the me energy gives the appearance of someone consistent and someone that's suffering. And it can seem to be uncomfortable, incomplete. Sometimes it can be greatly fascinating and give great pleasure being a personal entity, but there's always a sense that it's not quite enough and there's somewhere you've got to get to. There's something just in the future that you're just about to get. You very rarely meet many me dynamics that are happy with the way things are. Most of them are just trying to get a few more things. Just trying to get there. I don't know if you can hear the dog snoring. She's so funny. I gave her a bone and she was so excited. She's an older dog, she's 15. And she was so excited. I think we went for a walk and I think she's just passed out half eating it. And the funny thing about that personal entity, which feels like it's something in time and feels like it's had a life and got a life and's going somewhere, is what it thinks it looks for is in the future, but it will never ever get to it because all things are in movement. So it'll feel like it gets it and then it will lose it, it will get it, it will lose it. But what it's actually looking for is what is. But it's designed to always look in the future. So it's designed to always feel like it's not got it. But this is it. This is going nowhere. This is it. This is. And it seems to be that what happens in these talks is people ask questions and it's kind of continuously, a lot of the time, just a pointing back to what's actually happening. And a lot of the time the mind wants to know what's happening or understand something. And what tends to happen is these talks is not an answer, but a pointing back to this radical aliveness that always is. The mind's always trying to understand or get somewhere or know something or do something. And most of the questions, 99% of them, are a sneaky how do I, which is really understandable, but it's not found in that. It's not found in how do I. And so the question gets asked, how do, and then there's a no, here, this, and then, and some minds are relentless. We had one a few weeks ago who phoned in and wouldn't give it up. It, like, tried every angle to come in and try and get me into intellectual debate with him. It's not gonna happen. This is it. And it can seem cruel sometimes, because saying that there's some hope or there's something to do might relieve it temporarily. In that moment, it might be like, phew, temporary relief. So it sometimes can seem cruel just pointing back to what is. It's what's wanted. It's what always been wanted. Okay, let's take some questions.